Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, let's start today's news. Alright, so Sammy Mokbel will be one of the journalists who they work with Daily Mail. So Baba don't come and say going to give us some updates about Thomas Partey. So you're going to let us know, say Thomas Partey is going to be missing 6 weeks of football, and under that 6 weeks, say Thomas Partey will be out of football representing Arsenal. Is going to be missing 7 games, and we're talking about games like against Manchester City, games against like Tottenham Hotspur, you get games like Chelsea, get to some of these games. Now Baba go miss Champions League match. I think the first Champions League match we'll go play is going to be missing it. So that is waiting Sammy Mokbel to talk, and that is why are they somehow not bothered. I'm not really worried because we already have a certain Declan Rice. Get if not before. When I tell you say Thomas Partey go miss like 7 games, miss the games like Man City, maybe Chelsea, maybe Tottenham Hotspur, the first North London derby at the Emirates Stadium, how would you have felt? Sure, you don't go feel say Arsenal don't dey significantly weaker. Nobody will think before, but now be honest, like just give a honest assessment. Sure, you feel say we dey weaker, especially now we go down against Declan Rice. Nobody will feel like. Look at the match you played last against Manchester United. Did we really miss Thomas Partey? Yes. But because we signed a certain Declan Rice. Imagine say Declan Rice no day against Manchester United. How would that our midfield have felt? Who we for play there? Maybe we for play Jorginho, who knows how the match for turn out. Like that last time we say Partey was missing, we can't go play Sambi Lokonga. We know how we ended. Oh, everybody can't blame Sambi Lokonga saying that because Thomas Partey was not there. So these are the kind of upgrades we Arteta the plan for Arsenal. We could know the dependence on a single player, so that when one player don't come out, we will be happy to say, okay, this one still there. We no go really bother. That is the major thing what they do for you. So it is unfortunate. Don't say they happy to say Thomas Partey no day, because if you say day, it will make us more stronger. Yes, but it is what it is. We don't get choice. We just wait for them. And the question now is, why is it that whenever we really need Thomas Partey, at that time they are available. Like when it matters most, he's always found wanting. That's the question I'm asking. Why? Now away from that, so can't just say Fenerbahce still fights for Jorginho, so then they're really interested in signing the player, because I don't know whether they are aware, say the Turkish transfer window never close yet, even though the English Premier League window don't close. So Turkish teams can easily sign anybody from anywhere, which is why people like Nicolas Pepe, they do Besiktas medical, because Arsenal, Besiktas, Pepe, they are all on the same page. The player wants to go there, he don't reconsider the offer we then give him, so he wants to come and join there, since it is evident that he has no future at Arsenal. Contrary to reports, so they think say Arteta won't reintegrate the player into the squad. So that's what it is. Well, not just well, because Jorginho agents can't come and say they are not really thinking about moving or swapping ship from the Emirates Stadium over to Turkey. So there's no reason go that direction. So he's not leaving, but Fenerbahce still don't want here. No, they are still pushing. They are still pushing to see whether they go just shift Arsenal resolve or test Arsenal's resolve. Well, we'll just watch as everything go unfold. But personally, I don't think Jorginho is leaving. Alright, so Sevilla don't boost their defense right now, according to Fabrizio Romano, by signing Sergio Ramos as a free agent from PSG. And you say Sevilla, their first 3 matches for the Liga, they collect back. So for that reason, they don't lose some kind of players from their ranks. We don't come out to other clubs. So they are significantly weaker. Their defense is shit at the moment. So that is why they can say, okay, maybe they recruit Sergio Ramos. What this means is that by the time we Arsenal go play Sevilla in the Champions League, you are likely going to be playing against a bone breaker, a Sergio Ramos, who is known, who has this violent reputation in the world of football. Well, it is what it is. I want Arsenal to play against the best of the best, so that's not an excuse. So that they play Sergio Ramos against us, we say forget players who will break down your Sergio Ramos. So what does it say everything will be? I can't wait for the Champions League, the first Champions League match at the Emirates Stadium after a 6-7 year absence. Oh no, I can't wait. Alright, so Fabrizio Romano also kind of let us know, say Aston Villa attacker, what they call Anwar El Ghazi, the former attacker of Aston Villa. He was at the Emirates Stadium to watch the match between Arsenal and Manchester United. So speculations on the comment section, they talk say waiting the guy they find for the Emirates Stadium. not be just him, in within camp, they were there. He's a free agent. So is it that Arsenal are considering signing Ghazi? So for put up their ranks, like what is the story behind this visitation? Because I don't really know. Is he an Arsenal fan? Is he a Manchester United fan? Like there are so many questions left unanswered, so we never really know what it is up. So Fabrizio just shall let us know, say the guy come within camp for them to say they don't come watch, but she not just come watch, but come watch. I'll be after boy go see the Gasper. Like what is the, I don't know. So I thought they put all this out there because there are so many conjectures. People don't they talk in the realm of speculations. So no clarity yet. So if I get clarity, what will be the aim of the visitation, I will let you know because as somebody that I come out, so not just watch. I don't know. Alright, so I to check our calendar. I to check our next 5 games. Make us see how the match be. So I to see Everton away, then Tottenham Hotspur home, Bournemouth away, Man City home, and Chelsea away. So our next 5 games, it is somehow tough for you get, and which means our 6th game now, because the 6 games will start from Manchester United, which means our next 6 games don't play Manchester United, we'll come play Chelsea inside there, we'll play Tottenham Hotspur inside there, we'll play Man City inside there. Our game mad though. So but the next game against Everton at Goodison Park, that place is a boogie ground. Irrespective of our form, we always go there, go stumble. But this time around, we are trying to break records over that place because, like I always tell you, records are meant to be kept, and at the same time, records are also meant to be broken. So we want to go to the Goodison Park, go there, give a good showing, give a good account of ourselves, and make sure say we collect all maximum points on offer for there. Goodison Park, Everton, they are not at the best of form, but we know say whenever they play us, I don't just know how they do them. Last season they knock us, so last 2 seasons. So when you check our last 5 games there, we've been miserable. But this time around, we are going there to set the record straight. So me, I just be highly optimistic. So if we go there, it's possible to get a win, but you never can tell. More just to watch everything because after that match, you see our next match, we play Bournemouth, they play all those kind of Tottenham Hotspur, and we all know that match is the biggest match of the season any day, anytime. Arsenal, Spurs, Emirates Stadium. Even if they lose form, even if every other person they beat us, we mustn't lose to Tottenham Hotspur. That is the mantra of the Arsenal because of bragging rights. And I thought I still get this record of not really losing against North London derbies for a long time. Like last season, I don't think anybody beat us for North London derby. Like we beat like majority of the matches we play, we won a lot of them. Last season we beat Spurs home and away. You know how the momentum don't shift for London. But this time around with the new coach Ange Postecoglou, that man is bringing Spurs to the pedestal of world football. Like he's bringing attacking football which Spurs never see before. Okay, so we'll just watch Arteta versus Postecoglou, the battle of the inverted fullbacks. No, they see everything will be. Alright, so West Ham chief, what they call Karen Brady, come and explain, say we never wanted to sell Rice to anybody. But the problem is, say Declan Rice actually pushed the move. He forced our hand. He forced us to sell because they don't try to give him a contract extension. The guy no agree. They don't talk to him papa for 2 years. Say talk to your son to extend his contract. But Declan Rice they feel say I don't outgrow this club. I'm thinking of greener pastures. Like I need more challenges. I don't want to be fighting relegation. We are not competing for honors. So I want to compete for honors. And the best place I think will aid my development is Arsenal. So when Arsenal offered that 105 million package deal, he was like, I think this is okay. Don't exploit them. This is okay. Take it. I want to join Arsenal. I don't want to join anybody. So take it. And that one said, come help us. Which means Declan Rice actually fought for Arsenal. Fought for them to get him. So it is what it is. And so far so good. How many games he don't play? I think it is safe to say he has really endeared himself to the hearts of Arsenal. Like majority of Arsenal fans feels he has justified the sum Arsenal paid for him, because even the Arsenal fans, they don't create song for him. Rice Baby. They don't create a marvelous song where they sing for the Emirates Stadium, and he was applauding them. He was happy to hear the song. You think it's easy for fans to create song for you? Not everybody in the Arsenal gets song from the fans. So you need to have done something special, you get, to score that winning goal. Those are the kind of goals that wins you titles, you get, that takes you places. And I just be very, very happy. So the guy said will experience in Champions League maiden edition with Arsenal. He has never played Champions League football before, so he's going to be doing it with Arsenal, and I'm just very, very happy with him. Alright, so away from that, so Owen Hargreaves don't come as I can tell Premier League production say Declan Rice can never be a world-class player by playing in the number 8 role. That's the Shaka role. You get say in the city guy being a world-class player in the number 6 role, which is the defensive midfield role. Players like Rodri, you get those were roles they played. And the thing why you talk like that, we say everybody knows if you talk about Declan Rice, the first thing that comes to your mind is defensive midfield, because that is what he was doing at West Ham, shielding the back four. West Ham is not a possession-based side. West Ham is not a big team, which means like 80% of the time they are always on the back foot, always trying to defend. So that is why him when they using ball retention and ball stealing skills to collect ball from people. Now what's in they do primarily. But now when you transition from a West Ham onto an Arsenal team that dominates football 90% or 80% of the time, they dominate and they hold the ball. They are not like West Ham who are on the back foot. So then your defensive-minded attitude may not necessarily be needed, especially when you have other people like Partey in the middle of the park. So to accommodate the two of them at the same time, like we did in the Community Shield, I think that's one of the reasons say, okay, let me transition you. Let me bring that versatility that people think you don't have. Let me bring it out of you. Try you in that number 8 role. Even Declan Rice confirmed, he testified in the interview with Rio Ferdinand, say for training, I think that they play an advanced number 8 role, making they get used to the role in case of necessity. In case of maybe when Partey don't come back, so Partey can play the number 6 role, where we advance you to the number 8 role, get into the box late and bust the net or give assist like he bust the net against Manchester United. So these are some of the arguments that people like Owen Hargreaves fail to see. You don't look at things just one-sided. You look at the left, you look at the right, and try to balance your arguments. So you saying he can never be world class, play number 8. Are you God? Have you seen the future in the next 5 years? What is going to happen? That's the problem I have with most pundits. You don't make a statement like this as if you've seen the future. Nobody actually knows the future. How do you know that this guy will not thrive in the number 8 role in the next 2-3 years? By the time we don't master that position, look, I even remind everybody, Declan Rice has not reached his peak yet. We're talking about a 24-year-old man, 24 going on 25, that still has arguably 5-6 years left to play. So a lot will still come from him. He's going to develop, and he can develop into that number 8 role where you think say no, if he play there. In the first place, would you ever think that Declan Rice will even try that role and play successfully? That is the first question. So far so good. I'm just happy with the way Arteta they do all these little pockets of experiments. Some they work and some no they work. Like who would have thought that Declan Rice would play in a Shaka role and playing it well? That's an experiment that worked. So it is what it is. Alright, at the same time, I said make I let you know say Antony of Manchester United has been kicked out of the Brazilian setup. And the reason they say in ex-girlfriend, I think Camila, she came out and said the guy they beat him, the guy they abuse him, this and that, sexual all those assaults. No, I don't say the sexual assault, normal assaults, battery charges, all those things. So the Brazilian police they investigate, and for that reason, Brazil FA can't pursue him. They can't invite Gabriel Jesus to replace him. That is why I say make I let you know. So Gabriel Jesus has been called up. He has replaced Antony. Even the Metropolitan Police they say yeah they reason the case, but they don't want to talk anything. When they're waiting for their Brazilian counterparts run the matter. Then even Antony said don't drop statement yesterday denying all charges. Well, we'll just the word because first it was this Greenwood. We don't go join whether not Girona, Getafe, we go join for La Liga. Now it is now Antony. So let's just see how everything will unfold. Alright, so Arsenal fans they leave Emirates. I don't know now they are aware. Arsenal fans left the Emirates Stadium when it was 1-1 dying minutes. They felt nothing could happen. They were impatient. They come first, come out. And they can't run come back because when they see pictures from BBC they can't run come back to the Emirates Stadium. When they hear people they shout go, they can't come back. So the question now is why do fans feel that level of impatience to leave the stadium before the referee blew the final whistle? Last season we actually won the match against Manchester United at the depths of the match, before final referee come play final whistle when the indicator knock the thing enter. So why fans they very very impatient like that? Are you not the supporters? Are you not supposed to get to show them support if the referee go blow the whistle? Like I don't know, man, but it is the nature of humans. We are very very impatient. Like our level of patience is very very low. Not everybody get that huge level of patience because some people were disappointed. Arsenal no win at the end of the day. No better one win. We don't even win 2-1 or 1-3-1. So in case you were not aware, I say make I just let you know. And all these things with the people for Nigeria, if you go viewing center go here say 90 minutes, people don't come and go there one by one. They don't they go. Now wait till you hear they sing for viewing center. So this is what it is. Let's proceed. Alright, so Odegaard and Declan Rice, they don't earn a place for CHUKS, BBC's team of the week. So CHUKS was like, these two players were very, very phenomenal this week, especially Declan Rice. So this guy is very, very outstanding. He gave a good showing of himself. He has justified the money as like that's what I'm saying. Come on, if you see the truth, just say it. This guy, you don't like, a lot of fans don't love him now, you get, which is what we are praying for other players who we sign, but it never really worked for them. But this Declan Rice, he came in and hit the ground running. No lie. Even though when the first sign, the beg Arsenal fans say, may not judge me based on that £105 million when I think buy me, or I may not judge me quickly. You know, give me time, it gets for me to just come in, understand, and settle down. But the guy came in and he did do wonders, so we are very, very happy with him. Alright, so when Hargreaves come again, to talk about Saka and Martinelli, because you see these two niggas where Arsenal gets. So these two boys can beat anybody in world football on the flanks, 1v1. So you don't want to know who you be. So two of them, if they catch you, they go lick you like a pot of soup. Say this is different when you compare Manchester United to Arsenal. Look at Manchester United wingers. We're talking about Antony and Rashford. They are finding it very, very difficult most times to beat people 1v1, which is very, very disturbing. Even Jadon Sancho said when they get issue with the coach. So at the end of the day, I think Ten Hag will sell the player, because Ten Hag, for me, they're setting, they ask her, how far, why not to start Sancho? Ten Hag, instead of him to protect Sancho, they say Sancho never give him the levels where they require for Manchester United for training. Sancho hear the press conference, go for social media, go post it, don't believe everything you hear about me, it can be lies when they talk back at the manager. So there is huge tension at Manchester United. So different things they happen, but on like our own side, everything just go solo. So my dear Arsenal lovers, if you know what yesterday, you should check the top left corner of your screen. You'll see the thumbnail. Click on so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So start signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and get out.